Hi everyone, welcome to Elite Dangerous Gravitate. I'm Commander Josky with the Dendarii Free Mercenary Fleet. You can reach us on Discord. Oh, you can reach us on INARA with links to Discord. Okay. Probably gonna head back and get a bigger ship. Yeah. Gotta break gravity, there we go. Clear gravity. Okay. Oh, it's drifting the way I would prefer. That's cool. There we go. A little bit more. Right there. Right there. Okay, we've got... We need to... Founder's World. I have to... House locked. Got a ping. Discord, what is this?
Squadron, although 2 are non-existent now, and Steve's maybe. But so we need another 5 members, and then we can create a faction. And it says you ask for you ask for a faction, and then you list 3 systems, and then they'll give you one of those 3. And they say they do it quite quickly now. It used to take a long time, apparently. But now they do it within 72 hours.
Good. Hello, Josh.
Hello. Welcome, Miley.
Josky. Hi, this is Milly. Milly, this is Josh.
Milly.
Josky.
Hi, welcome.
Where you from, mate?
Yeah, let's see.
Where you from, Josh?
Oh, I'm from West Coast. Pacific.
Oh, so you're warmer than used to the warm lands, are you?
Yeah, we got a heat wave going on right now.
Lucky dog. You know this site going up on this different thing? Who is Steve? He said Steve. He's got a load of guys on there. Are they all in a group?
Oh, on his server?
Yeah.
They all play different games. That's why there's all the different lists down there. Although he's not put Grand Theft Auto 5, there's quite a few players of Grand Theft Auto 5 on there. But we're all quite friendly. I mean, I don't even have Battlefield, but on my Saturday morning, they're up really late on a Friday night, and I'll just come down in the morning, and I'll just jump into their voice feed and say hello, and they're all very friendly. There's a lot of Swedish and Danish people actually, but they all speak English.
Anybody who plays Elite who's got the group, just ask them to register with us until we get to the station, and then they can deregister. Once you get to the station,
there's only Steve that plays Elite on there. Well, there's me and Josky have been added to his server, but yeah, we're the only people that play Elite. Josky was saying that he's got a guy that he's thinking of buying Elite, and he'll come with us.
I'm putting the fingers up. You know, the guys who were there before me have gone to different groups anyway. There's only 1 or 2 that haven't, you see, so I'm trying to pin them down. It's trying to catch them, innit? That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, you can leave a message on INARA, but it's whether they see it or not.
There's something else. If you Elite, when you start it up, there's a thing at the top, it says server or help, 1 or 2. You go in there and you can put down, you players wanted to join this group, join your group, sorry, your group. And you get you do get some of them will come in.
Well, I renew the advert every now and again on INARA. I think the only problem is that you really want to try and grab people while they're very new to the game, and then say, look, we will bring you on. We're happy to mentor you, but a lot of them don't know to be on INARA. So we've got a guy who joined our squadron. He must have just seen it. I can't find him on INARA, and we never bumped into him in the game, and then he stopped playing. But he joined our squadron. We know nothing about him at all. I missed him by 10 minutes once. That was quite annoying.
No, you see, INARA's for people who've gone into the game after the first and second level. I'm on if you go on that Elite, that site Elite one, that's like the newbies. I don't mind helping them out, even giving them diamonds and stuff. That's so they get a better ship. Like Josh, you aren't.
It's Josky.
Oh, Josky.
It's Josky.
Josky, you go in a conflict zone.
Yeah.
And you know if all 3 of us went in there, and you killed him, your bullet killed him last, and he was elite, you get a better rating. So we all three went into a conflict zone, and we shot the ship down. You killed him off, and he was elite. You get a better rating. So no, it's just an interesting scenario, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that is, and it's
that's what we do. Yeah,
it's time consuming.
So, like, Josky's doing his combat rank, so I've let him. We were doing it the other day, so we would go into a high res, sorry, and then I would just get on Josky's wing. I would let him find the target and start shooting at it, and then I would give him an assist.
Yep.
And because he was with me, and I'm elite, all the enemy, we had permanent elite, didn't we, Josky? They were all elite.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was fun.
He was getting more combat points.
Yep, that was.
Yeah, is the way. Yeah. So where you been getting your grade 5s from then?
High grade emissions.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. Because
I just went and did my Colonia, so I used a lot of materials getting to grade 5 with all the 4 engineers up there. So I emptied out my stash, so I'm nearly full now again, or at least in mechanical. I need to look at the other 2.
You tried capturing a bison or? You've got to get the into what's that word they're looking for. You've got to get that, and you get the right chance to pass on. Everything that's brought the ships is grade 5 material. Everything.
Where's this?
Captain of Isenor. If you look in your Down to Earth, mate, there's a video on it. There's a video on that Captain of Isenor.
I don't know about that.
You've got to get what's the reward? Oh, help me out. You've got to pass, like a pass thing.
Right.
Oh,
you've got to get into a permit lock system.
Yeah, it's a permanent lock one. But once you get in there, you go in there. And everything's the ships, anacondas and all sorts. You never get beat, and they're all coming there, just shoot them down. That's it, and bang.
That sounds
all
good.
Grade 5.
Oh yeah, I need to go there because I did that blunderbuss that he did, but it's only good for anacondas because everything else is too manoeuvrable. You can't stay close enough. So yeah, he was telling us to go to find a pirate thing and fight pirates, and they were all anacondas. But that's my next thing. I was my priority was just getting my engineering material back up. Which
You've been to Dangerous
Yeah, don't go there anymore though. I just mine high grade emissions and then cross trade, and then obviously Jameson's crash site for data. And then out to the trees for raw material. I never go mining on land. I always just go and shoot the trees.
You want to make that? Shoot the trees.
Oh, you don't know about them? Oh yeah, there's like 5 systems. They're quite a long way out. There's a grouping of them. They're out in the black. I'll send you the.
It's a lot of fun. It's very scenic too.
Oh, you're not in the squadron. You need to join the squadron, so I can send you squadron links. But yeah, there's trees, and they're all grade 5 raw material, and it does everything apart from one.
Selenium. Is
it selenium that you can't get? I know there's only one. I've got them all listed with what they are.
Yeah, and then you come back and you trade up. You fill up on selenium, go back, and then you start. Yeah, I made 3 trips. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, before you go, you down trade everything.
Yep,
so
true.
You go with nothing at grade 5. And
Yep. Unless you want to do some, FSD boosting, to get out there, you save a little.
I'll have a look at those, but I see at the moment I don't really need any big materials. I've got everything I want really. So I'm not being clever when I say that, but yeah.
Could I add you to friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
Okay.
It's Milly1 WT.
Milly1. Okay.
It's not a bracket, you know, the square bracket thing. Well, if you just put Milly1, it'll come up. But you want that says WT.
Milly1. Where do I add that? Where do
Right, go to. Right, hang on. Let me talk you through it.
Okay.
You go to social,
Okay.
and then it says enter command name. Just put Milly1, MILLY1. Hit search. Hit the magnifying glass, and it'll give you like two or three.
In local? Wait.
No,
in social.
In social.
Yeah. Okay.
And then at the top right, it says enter commander name.
Find crew? No.
No. Go into social. Come out of the game into social.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. 10-4. Exit game. Exit to lobby.
No. Just exit, and then you've got social below. You've got resume, and then it says social.
All right. Got it. Social.
Yeah, and then at the top right, you've got your details, and then
Yep.
it says enter commander name.
Okay.
With a magnifying glass.
Yep.
Just put MILLY1.
No capitals. No
And hit
capitals.
the magnifying glass.
MILLY1.
Yeah, it's not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter. And then you'll have a few names, but you want the one that's Milly1 with WT. Is in our group as well, so
yeah, I see it.
We can all meet up in the group.
Okay, there's WT BALL. So
yeah, it's in ball. Yeah,
ball. Okay, Miley1.
It's not Miley, it's Millie.
Milly1. Sorry.
It's say what he wants. Yeah, he's all right.
Let's see. Request join. Oh, it shows me friended. I guess that's through Miles. Request join group. Is that okay? I don't see where it says.
No, we're not in the group. We're all in open at the minute.
Yeah.
So maybe we can all go in the group.
Well, it says unfriend. I don't have an opportunity to friend. Request.
No, if it says unfriend, you've already got him as a friend.
Okay, request join. I'll just join your group and maybe it'll let me.
No, you're already in the group, Josky. All you had to do was add him as a friend, and if he's already there, you've got him as a friend. I don't know how you did, but if it says unfriend, then you must have selected him as a friend. Because it's only ever friend or unfriend.
Open then, Will.
Okay.
In fact, to check it, right?
Okay.
Go back in the game.
Yep.
Okay. Now press the exit key again, and then you've got resume and social. And if it says, then click on social. And if if you can see it there, saying he's opening bar, then you've got him as a friend. You've already got friends highlighted in the upper left. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's really there.
I went out before, like when you said don't
Doesn't
go out.
matter.
I went out.
Millie there? Is Millie there?
Yeah.
Then he's friends.
Okay.
And
I think the squadron updated that. I think Miles, if you friend somebody, I think it updates in this list here.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so because there's the list is growing.
Right, and then
Okay.
Millie's invited us to another group. I think we can only be in one group.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, right here. I see it. There's Miles. Yeah, I see your group.
Yeah, but you can only be in one group, is my understanding.
Okay.
No, I ain't in a group. I'm only sat down here because there was nowhere else to. Well, I wanted to do something down here.
No. I'm looking in social. We've got friends, and it says groups, and then I saw that it had an astrophy, an apostrophe there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says there's our group, and then it says other groups pending invites. But my understanding is if you join another group, you leave you can't have two groups. So to join another group would be to leave the one you're in. Isn't that right, Josky?
I'm looking at
Isn't
the
that
group.
correct?
Yes, I'm looking at the groups right now.
Yeah, but my
whose
understanding
group?
is that you
Whose
can only
group
be in
should
one.
I select? So
You don't select either. In fact, we
I'm
just
looking
use
at the
groups, is my
groups.
understanding.
I'm
Right,
anxious
I'm asking you
to.
a question. Josky, I'm asking you a question. You can only have one group, yes? That's my understanding.
Yeah, when you log,
Is that not correct?
when you're logging
Yeah,
in,
so-
I'm doing it right now. When you're logging in, you need to, and you want to do a private group session. You're gonna select the one that you prefer,
No, that's not
and
what I'm saying.
yeah,
I'm saying you can only have. I'm asking. I'm not
it
saying.
appears, in my opinion,
Let me ask what I'm asking.
it appears
What
that
I'm
you can only
asking
have
is-
one group.
You can only be in one group at a time.
It appears that way.
What-
It appears
what
that
I'm-
way. Yeah.
Josky, let me finish my question. My understanding is that you can only have one group. So if you select another group, it will immediately take you out of the other group. I don't mean that you can be in one at a time, as in present in one. I mean you can only have one group. So if we accept the Milly WT3 members, that will kill the Miles Naismith group.
It won't.
Mm-mm.
Will it not?
No, it won't.
No,
They
I've
just.
got- see, so, one second, guys. 1 second. I've got Milly group here.
Yeah.
Milly1.
Yeah.
And I've got Miles. No,
Mhm.
I can't pronounce that. And you've got 5 members.
Yep.
And
Yes.
below that, I've got Norse, Morbius,
Mhm.
Nexus.
All right.
another
So
one.
you've got
Yeah.
right. So that answers the question. So you've got 2 groups on your thing then, Millie.
6.
You've got You've got 2 groups on your social. You're part of 2 groups, yes?
6 groups.
I got 5.
Right. Okay. But the important question was that you could have more than one. Okay, then so we'll accept that as well. My only concern was that it would kill the other group, but that's fine.
If you put Morbius in now, and Morbius in, and you can go, when you flick on that when you come in, he'll take you to
Yeah.
Morbius, you score, and you can see that there's about 6 guys all do nothing.
Right.
That's good.
Okay. Right, because I'm looking in the Millie group now, and then that's you, Josky, me, and then a guy called Nexus.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
Nexus, yeah.
Right, okay. Well, it'd be easy just to invite him to our group, but not to worry. Okay.
I don't think he's a computer expert.
Mm.
He's walking dogs now. He's changed his shoe, but he's a good lad, really good lad.
Okay. I mean, I like to keep it simple. That if we're ever in, otherwise we get scattered. So if we always take the Miles Naismith Broker Segan one, then we all know where to find each other when we're in a group. And then we'll sort that out later. Anyway, we're fine for now.
You've got
Okay.
me, you, Stevie, and Josky in this group, right? And all of a sudden, let's say, for instance, Stevie turns funny. He could come in the group, onto the group where we are, and see where we are in our group. If we all go into my group or your group, he can't see us. That's what that's the idea. So you can't to the groups. That's what you know.
Right. Okay. I mean, I just block people that if they're
So-
arse.
So I'm ready to. I was gonna go get grade 5. Does it matter what group I use right now, or because I was ready to get some grade 5 materials?
Well, we're all in open at the minute, so it doesn't really matter because we when you're
Okay.
jumping in and out, it kills the wing anyway.
Yeah.
We can't all mind the same thing. So if you're doing that,
Well-
then I'll finish off mine in mine, and we're just having a chat. That's all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so we
So-
were talking about. We were talking about starting a player faction, Josky.
Yeah.
Now, it's a bit mute anyway because I've done a little bit of research, and well, I looked at the videos and it looked a bit more complicated than I would have liked. Although I think the very simple way to do it is just to keep pushing yours forward and let the chips fall where they fall. Now, Millie's used to doing it, and he says it's not as difficult as it appears. So that the only other drawback. Now, remember when I said we had people come and join the squadron and then they weren't active, and we were discussing whether to kick them or not. And I said, well, in their own way, they're helping the squadron just by being members, because nothing succeeds like success. Well, you need 10 squadron members to apply for a faction. So it's good that we've never met this poison news guy. We'll kick him. So we've currently got 5 squadron members. If Milly joins us, that's 6. If he can, so he says he thinks he might be able to bring another 2. So that's 8. So if we get another 2, then we can start another player faction.
Honest, Will. It's once you start a station, Josky, is that you feel good for yourself, because you're working for yourself. You're working for that, like you're working for the free group. No, you're working for William's group. Nobody else. He's the leader, so to speak, and that's it. Everybody follows suit.
Okay.
All you do is do that. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, someone will come around the corner and trying to batter your door down. And then, you know, they suffice it if you want. But you've got to go pick a station. This is Will's job, not nobody else's. Will's job. How come you pick a station where you think you're going to be better off, and he knows side where do you want to be, left or right or in a bubble, or don't go in the centre, because everybody's in the centre.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Yep.
And we went to a place called OR down there, and there's not many players down there, but when you get him in, they all seem to have like 10,000 neighbours come in and help them out. That's what you got to worry about. But just sitting there with your station, there's no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so when we get 10 players in the squadron, we'll do that.
Okay.
I've definitely joined you. I mean, I've joined you. You're welcome to join you. I've got to say to you, you know, I'm joining you. As you see, obviously, new group. Well, you're not new, but there's not a great deal of character building, is there? That we're looking for. You've all got individual flaws, like Josh has got flaws, and Steve's working back and forth. We need people to come in the group and help you out as a leader of the group to do this.
No, we'll do it. I mean, we try and make. I mean, I set the squadron up, but I made it clear from the start that it was a team effort. You know, it was somebody had to apply for it, and it happened to be me. But I made it clear that not quite democracy, but as near as damn it, you know, we would all decide what we wanted to do as a group. I'm
not going to say this to try and bullshit anybody, but you need a leader. If you don't have a leader in the group, it becomes anarchy.
No, I wasn't talking laissez-faire. I was just thinking we would all. I mean, while there's 3-4 of us, you can have a conversation. I mean, once we get to real numbers, then no. I mean, there's a hierarchy, and you know, there will be the established squadron leaders, squadron members, and we're the guys who decide. And then other people join us or bugger off. That's up to them. No. So I'm not talking anarchy. I mean, I'm ex-military anyway, Milly. So don't worry. I can. That's covered, mate.
You want somebody who can. If someone comes to you with a problem, and you're going to try, ask all 3 lads to work it out. They can't work it out. Then you're going to go somewhere else.
No. I would bang heads together. No, we've had no trouble so far. But I'm ex-military anyway, so don't you worry about that.
No, I'm not. I'm a brilliant man. I really appreciate. I like the military guys. But I'm trying to say, if a person's got a problem, not a problem with anybody else, is in the game, then he comes to you, and then he goes to someone else, and that's what you got to do. You help them out, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Who you got, Josh? Josky?
Yeah.
What ship you got, mate?
Right now I'm in the, I'm picking up high grades in the Asp Explorer. That's my high grade. I put the ship together for grabbing high grade materials.
What's the biggest ship you've got?
Anaconda.
You carrier, but you got rid of that.
Anaconda.
Oh, you've got plenty of money then and plenty of thing, yeah.
Oh yeah. I sold my fleet carrier. It was a bit much that I wanted to take on. I tried it out for about a month.
I've come to a nav beacon and there isn't one. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
There's no nav beacon here. Weird.
There are some ships that I haven't flown all the ships deliberately. So, and I haven't owned all the ships deliberately. So just to leave some, flavor or just to have those experiences later on in the game. I've never flown a Fer-de-Lance, so I'm saving it for when the time is right to do that.
Right, we fixed weapons.
Excuse me. Yeah, I need to get a Fer-de-Lance. It'll be my next. Yeah.
Well, you like fly the fixed weapons.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying fixed weapons, to be honest.
The third man, you get a big gun up front, preferably multi-cannon, and you fill the other 4 up with 2 guns, real guns. And
Real
you
guns,
go,
yeah.
And like your mate and Down to Earth, you'd have seen that, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd blang, let's go.
I've built that blunderbuss. I just need to give it a go. I've had a wee go with it. I mean, I've killed stuff with it, but really difficult. I didn't do the fully short range. I just took it down to where it cut off, then with a sharp cut off. So it's down to 600 meters with the Kaito scramblers. But I need to go and try it out with the anacondas. And then if I don't like it, I'll try it long range. And then but you're still going to be really close because it's got massive judder. And then if I can't get on with it, then I'll just swap those weapons out and see what I've got. But I've completely built it.
It's the highest shielding you've ever had. On the anaconda to the biggest.
Probably my although it's a biweave, I've got a Corvette that's pretty heavily shielded with shield boosters and Guardian shield boosters inside. That's a bit of a beast. That never gets into any difficulty.
Oh, 9,000.
A nice vulture that I like to go and have a blat about with. All our ships are listed on
oh yeah.
INARA.
Yep.
If you look in the squadron, if you look at fleet, it lists everybody's ships there.
Some of mine are just sitting there. I've got I went to Colonia when the Crate Phantom dropped. When they dropped the Crate Phantom, I engineered it and took off to Colonia with passengers and data and everything. I made 67 million just in discovery data round trip.
Yeah, honking the systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I copied the. I watch. Do you watch Exegius? Really? Commander Exegius does some really good. He does really pithy instructions videos, like just 3-4 minutes long, where it's just bang, 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 bang. This is exactly what you need to know. So he did one on going there and said, "This is how you prepare." So I've kitted out an anaconda that's really like 80 light year jump range.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then so I got the material that I needed up there before I left, and I already had the hatch breaker bin pits, and he tells you where to go and get the escape pods from. So yeah, I did that. So I did that a couple of weeks ago. Now Josky's got he's got 2 lineup stars, so you don't have to keep looking at the
all in game. Neutron Highway all in game.
So he just goes to his reference star and then targets the other one, and then you will always just keep going down the Neutron Highway without having to keep clicking in and out of the game to copy the next star.
It got real fun after I just got tired of using the outside. I wanted it in game immersive, so I've put that together.
Right, you need to know. You need to know where these trees are, don't you? So I'll tell you that in a minute. I'm just getting to this place. I'm 1 minute out, so I don't want to overshoot. If you're in the squadron, I could just put a squadron thing up, but I'll tell you what they are.
I'm in open.
No, I mean, I said if you were in our squadron, you haven't joined our squadron yet. If you joined our squadron, I can put up a squadron reference point, and you would see it on the galaxy map, and you could just copy it.
Whereabouts is a squadron join then, Will?
Right, okay. If you go to your... I've got 1:13. Oh, wow, it's a long way away. Right, if you go to your right-hand panel, yeah, it says at the bottom that you've got Galnet, Engineers, Galactic Powers, and above that it's got Squadrons. You click on that, and then you would have to... right, I'm actually in there. So you would have to look at Browse Squadrons. Ah, there you are, and then you could put us in. So you just put DFM1 in the filter search, and then that would find us, and then you could apply. And I'll jump you in straight away. I'll do it right now. So it's the right-hand panel. You've got Squadrons on the right hand in the middle. Click on that. Click on Browse Squadrons on the bottom left, and then type in DFM1, and that will give you this, and then you just apply, and then I'll bring you straight in.
I think squadrons are going to be valuable, invaluable, or very valuable in Odyssey.
Well, it would give us more gameplay activities to do as
I see a lot of activity in that sector, and I think it's because of Odyssey on the horizon.
I just wish they'd got the terminology right, because a wing is bigger than a squadron.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
oh,
you're in a flight.
Yeah.
And a flight is part of a squadron, and a squadron is part of a wing, and a wing is part of a group. So they went the wrong way around. I think it's because they were thinking that you fly in a wing, but it's not actually a wing. It's
DM1 in squadrons.
DFM1. And if you apply to join us, then I shall accept you in seconds for you.
I went to Colonia. I went to Colonia in a medium-sized ship for a reason. I had maximum allowed data vouchers. They're like 3 million. I leveled up with the faction. It's a system I can't recall. I have it bookmarked. It's out by Robigo. And I leveled up with that faction to Allied, and then I loaded up on all of the ballots, election ballots or long-range data. And then I grabbed 3 passengers, first class, and then I went to Colonia, took the passengers to their, and this was a medium ship because then you don't have to cherry
But you
pick.
go into Python, did you?
You don't have to cherry pick the vouchers, the long range data. You don't have to cherry pick it for large landing pads. They're very
Yeah.
abundant in medium.
Down to Earth Astronomy went out there in a Python.
Okay, I went out in the Crate Phantom, picked it up brand new, engineered, and took it out. That was her maiden voyage.
You know the Crate Mark II has got a longer jump range, don't you?
Crate Mark II, that's the one.
Yeah, the
No, the
Phantom's got the
Phantom.
nicer interior, but the actual Crate Mark II is a better ship. But it's not as funky inside.
I see. Yeah, the Phantom's got some red in there.
Yeah, black and red.
Polish. Yeah.
70s disco vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, so I put that mission. I put that together. I always try to do several things at once. Like I took a passenger. I grabbed a $45 million mission and took the Anaconda and went out there at the same time I unlocked Palin. That's one of the other deals I did a long time ago.
Yeah, that's the way forward. Oh, excuse me. You right there, Millie? Have we lost you?
I don't know where I'm doing. I've gone to squadrons.
Hang on, let me just flick around to get my limpets out, and then I'll come and have a talk you through it. All right, flicking it around. Okay, right. So in the right-hand control panel, you've gone into squadrons. You've gone into browse squadrons. Now you've got at the very top, you've got a filter search thing, and it says search squadrons. So if you manually type in there DFM1, we will come up. And then if you click on it.
Delta Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, Mike. 1. Number 1. DFM1. DFM1.
Delta Foxtrot Mike.
Free Mercenaries 1.
Delta Foxtrot Mike 1.
Of course, it comes to a page now. Filter search by tags.
Yeah. DFM1. No spaces. There you go. And then just click on it. It says members, Dendarii Free Mercenary Fleet, members 5.
I've got it. I'm sorry, I went away. It was me.
And then you click on that. And then I'm already in it, so it won't show me, but there'll be something on there that says apply or join or something like that.
I've sent you.
Right, okay. Let me come out then. Right, pending applications. 1. There you are.
If you person watch him, he's going for a coffee now. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, squadron management. Applications. Millie. Accepted. Right, Josky, there's only you and me. I'm going to promote Millie to captain because he's an experienced player and we've met him.
Okay.
Agreed?
Agreed. So it's Milly. Is that your commander name, Milly?
He's gone for a coffee.
Oh,
But yeah, well, you should. If you go into our squadron now, you'll see him listed
okay.
as a captain. So there's me, Giordano, Josky, Milly1. That WT was for White Templars, which was the squadron they were in before, or the player faction.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
So we've never met
He's
Poison
triple elite.
Yeah.
Wow. And you can see right away I only have the 2 elites. Combat Master, yeah. Yep.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Well, I'm actively working on improving that. Not at the moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It'll come as it comes, but yeah, we'll do some more in the Hazres, or getting what you require for your power.
Yeah.
But yeah, just do the last 2 scalping scouts, because it's just mind-numbingly boring. You'll be pulling your hair out by the end of it, just doing the last 2 ranks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like by the time you're doing the elite rank, it's like you only do 1% per going out, and by that I mean doing it like I did it, with the route and just zero messing about, just bang 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 next, bang 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 next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I would do the full circuit and then be out of ammunition, go back to the station to rearm and recover from toxic damage, and I would have gone up 1%.
Yep. Oh, that reminds me.
I think there's something like 38 kills
Oh.
percentage, something like that.
Oh, you reminded me real quick. I have a size 5 slot on my Thargoid vessel. That's where I used to put the cargo rack. And you were telling me, you were giving me a tip.
Yeah, that's absolutely pointless.
Was I supposed to? What was I going to put in there? A grade 5 hull reinforcement, or what was it?
Yeah, mine's just a hull tank, but you can go either way. Mine's inside, internally it's all hull, and then I've got shield boosters. But my shield never goes down. I've got a
really?
I have got a prismatic shield. And
yeah.
Shield boosters.
And
did I not send you my Coriolis build? Did I not?
Yeah, you did. You did. I just hadn't had time to look at it thoroughly or detailed. But so your shield never goes down when you fight Thargoids?
Very rarely.
Wow.
And then when it does, I'm a hull tank anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Wow.
But if my shield goes down, the only problem with prismatics is they take a long time to come back. So if I lost my shield, I would then immediately, that would be the time to cut and go to the station, because that when you land, it speeds up your shield regeneration. So if you go to the station and then just rearm, repair your toxic damage, etc., by the time you're ready to leave, if it's not completely back, by the time you've gone to the beacon and downloaded the beacon information, your shields are back at full.
Okay.
Certainly by the time you get to your first combat area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've never, my shields I would actually lose shields 1 in 10 times, if that. Not very often, very rare. I mean, I pinged that photo with my glass cracked and everything, so it did happen, but not very often. Not very often at all.
When it does, you shit yourself, don't you?
Hello, mate. Right, so I've got good news, and then I've got good news. So you've been
So good,
accepted into the squadron as a commander, and because you're triple elite, and we've already talked to you, you've been promoted to captain.
Oh, get in there. When's the pay rise coming?
Yeah, well, the pay rise is in gratitude. Yeah, so I did the ranks that I thought, well, you shouldn't go down a rank from, you're a commander to start with, so why should you get busted? So the bottom rank is commander, and then captain, commodore, vice admiral, and then admiral. Well, I'm admiral, so I'm the only admiral.
You got like each when you're going to promote someone, how are you going to promote them?
Right. So I've put in the Excel spreadsheet. So we've come up with a loose criteria. So we've said somebody joins a squadron, they're a commander. That's obviously the bottom rank, and you shouldn't get busted. So when one of the senior squadron personnel meets the guy and has a chat with him and gets to feel about, but preferably actually meet in the game and do a little bit of something, then they go, okay, we met the guy, seems okay, promote him to captain. Then if you contribute to the squadron or you've been with us a while, you always turn up, then we'll move you up to commodore, and then we'll see where we are from there. Now, again, we're sort of sucking it and seeing. We'll see how we go. So because I'm of a military background, I'm not actually inclined to just move everybody up, and then everybody's a vice admiral. There should be some sort of command pyramid.
Totally agree with you.
So, but there will be demotions. I mean, I've already discussed it with Josky, actually, that Steve's not been online for a month. So he's actually due a demotion. But then he came through and redid our squadron logo. So we'll give him a bit more of a benefit of the doubt that he's only taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you get as far as Commodore, and then Steve's not playing, then obviously he's just going to get bussed down a rank, and you're going to get picked up. And if he wants to cry about that, he can cry about it. That it's a simple defence. Sorry, mate, you've not been in the game for X amount of time, and this guy has, and that's the way it is. If you want to get your rank back, you get in the game.
Can I just drop a bit of advice here, please?
You can always give advice.
Well, when in the White Templars, it happened there. You got corporal, and blah, started going up where, right? It went on by the months you were in the group.
Yes.
And when guys were in a month, it automatically demoted them.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Steve's like got another 1,000 things on your jobs, hasn't he? Like he's doing a part-time job and everything else, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, I don't think that's like fair on him. It could be he's working from home and he just come in the group and he just support us and just support the group. He just support us. So I would be, like leeway, give him a thing. I know Josky is a good lad, seems it and everything. Just
Thank you.
slowly, innit? Catch a monkey. If he's working, you can't really do nothing. It's unfair, innit, when you think about it.
Yeah, that's why we're not. We sort of play about with it.
And likewise.
So yeah, he's secure until you get all the way to Commodore anyway. So
when you've been in different groups and you see how the groups go on. I'm not sure. I mean, the army was the only way to be in the army, but sometimes it's a bit civilian lads. Some get pushed out. Feel look, he's fucking high up in the moon. You know what I mean? It gets like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I don't want to be. So that's what I'm saying. So like you were saying, somebody has to be like we're trying to strike the balance. So I'm very open to conversations with everybody. I mean, clearly, if although you've only been with us 5 seconds, you're already a proven commodity because you're triple elite and you talked about your background. So we know that you're going to be a productive member of the squadron anyway. So we would just always talk and we would say, what do you think, guys? Now, when there's like more than 10, obviously you're not going to do that. It's just going to be, right, the first 4 or 5 guys in, and that have stayed constant, then it's just going to we have a quick round table and have a discussion. But like you say, if it's like a bit of a split vote, then I will ultimately say, okay, fellas, you know how I am. I don't. I mean, you would all bugger off if I was a bit of an arse, wouldn't you? But I would then eventually say, okay, we have to make a command decision because we're all at 6s and 7s over this, so I'm making a command decision.
Bingo.
So no, so I would strike the balance, so that there would be a firm hand when it was required. But I quite liked a line out of a Western thing when the guy was talking to the chief of the tribe, and he said, "You're the chief, aren't you?" And he said, "Yeah, I am." I said, "But if I keep if I keep demanding and getting my way, I won't be chief for long." So that's the way I see it. Yeah, I am chief. I am chief, but you've got to listen to the guys.
He can't come in then, can he?
Yeah, you rule by consensus. Guys follow you up the hill for a reason. You can only do so much by pointing at your stripes. But at some stage, you have to just go, sorry guys, count the bananas. This is what we're doing.
I don't mind as long as it's fair. The rules you make are fair. That's
they'll always be applied fairly, and we will. The only time this will get to the point where people go, "Oh, I'm not getting a fair shout," is when we've got 20 members and you joined last week and then start telling us what is and isn't fair. While there's enough of us to just have a chat like we're having now, then we're going to go, okay, what do you think? And we'll discuss it. If we've got a drama with a member of the squadron, we will get together and go, right, okay, we've tried this guy. He seems a bit of an arse. What do you think? Yeah, he's an arse. Oh no, I think we should give him a talking to and give him another chance. All right, you just have an adult conversation.
Can't be fair with that, can you?
Well, one hopes not. No, so don't worry. We're all grown-ups here, and we will all behave in a grown-up fashion.
In different factions, different player groups, and you've joined, like you've seen other groups going on. You see and I don't like this situation where a person, even though you're going to take charge, it's either my way or the highway. I don't like that. Even though you could be 100% right, I'll follow it once or twice. Find you the good.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like that saying. Yeah, I am chief, but I won't be chief for long if I keep tracking guys where they don't want to go. They'll take it so many times, they'll go, yeah, okay, then you're the boss. But eventually guys will mutiny, So, yeah, don't worry, we are what you see. We always listen, but if it came down to it, then obviously, if all 3-4 of us that had been in the longest and really set everything up, if we were all at loggerheads, then I would go, okay, fellas, we need to sort this out now. So I'm making an executive decision. But I don't see that. I don't see that happening very often, to be honest. It's never happened yet. Anyway, let's put it that way.
To me, your goal, you want to join a squadron. To me,
of course
that's perfect for me. I'm not bothered with anything else. As long as you join a squadron and make a squadron, that's all I want. To make a place so you call your own, can't you? King's his castle, castle's his king, whatever it is.
And help each other out. I mean, like Josky enjoys streaming. I mean, Josky's very happy.
I cherish it. I cherish. I'll just say this real quick. I cherish co-oping, wing missions, whatever, because I've played so much Elite solo. Oh my gosh, I cherish it. I really do. Being in the squadron and talking with other members and winging up and doing stuff, it's so good,
It's a big life improvement, isn't it?
It really is.
I'd pretty much had enough.
Yeah, I've played so much Elite solo. Oh.
Yeah, I'd got to where I was, when you're ticking off, I've got that, and I'm like, right, where do I go here? And then I was watching a Hugh Yargan video. He does really good getting started videos, So although I'm way past it, I quite enjoy watching them. And he's quite long-winded as well. But there's always a little nugget of information that I pick up because he does go through the whole thing. And I just put up on the video, the YouTube video. I put in a comment and you liked it and said, I said, you never mentioned this, you. And he went, yeah, fair point. And I said, actually, I have been looking to mentor someone. If anybody's, obviously it's a noob video, so if anybody's interested. And he didn't have a go at me for advertising on his channel or anything. And then Steve went, oh, how about me, mate? So I met Steve and brought him on from fairly new. He'd got a couple of ships and that. And then I met another guy, went, oh, me too, the Lydian Dormant guy. But I met up with him. I helped him. It was when we were all mining in Boran. And I got him out of whatever ship he was in. He wasn't going on INARA to get prices. He was just selling at the nearest station. So I went, no, fella, come on, we'll mine together as a wing. And then I took him to another station, got him a good price, and then I got him into a Sidewinder and got all that A-rated, and then never saw him since.
Wow.
So, weird.
You get a
Steve
few
said Steve said he bumped into him in game once and said hello, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just jumping out, and then that's it. We've never seen him since.
Huh.
In fact, looking in social, Lydian Dog, yeah, he's not been in for 2 months. But anyway, he's helping us just by being a member. And this Poison News guy that we've just never managed to meet, now he's been inactive for 26 days. I missed him by 10 seconds, Josky, you know? Tracked off. I missed him by 10 minutes, I think. I jumped on and he went active in the last hour. And I went, and then I played for quite a long time. And I looked in again and it still said active in the last hour. I thought I must have missed it by 10 minutes. But he's helping us because he's a squadron member. So when we go to apply for a faction, and they'll go, well, how many members have you got? Well, we now have 6 members, although 2 of them are completely inactive. They're helping us just by being there. So if we get another 4 members, we can apply for a faction. I meant to give you that thing, Milly. Let me. In fact, I can put it up as a squadron.
Deetram play the
as
same
a squadron
game
trig
for
point.
years now.
Right, the green ones you can see at the minute are you won't be interested in because they're around Jameson Memorial, but they're the closest places for material traders for data manufacturing, raw, etc. Now then,
Welcome, Deetram.
Right, here we go. So engine material raw. These are out in the black. I'll just throw it up. It's on a planet, and you land on the planet, and you shoot the like trees, and you shoot the fruit on the trees, and they're grade 5 material. When you get there, you look for biological, and it's everything apart from selenium. So I'm sharing them with the squadron now. But the way I order my list is, so it's got Eng Mat Raw, 021 antimonium, Eng Mat Raw 022 alpha, polonium, etc. And then euphenium, tellurium, technetium. So there's only that is everything apart from selenium, grade 5. I haven't given you that one.
We've got someone in chat here. Welcome, Deetram. We are enrolling members to our squadron and discussing. Yes. Squadron aspects. Deetram, you can join us in Discord if you like. There's a link in the description on the live stream.
I'm deleting the home local ones, Josky, so that there's less confusion. I can throw them back up again, although you should have copied them. I can throw them back up again later if you.
Oh no, they're there.
Uh,
There's a permanent Discord link in the description of the YouTube live stream. It's permanent.
it's weird. It only looks like this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Deetram, for the sub. Oh, you do. Deetram is also a YouTuber of Elite. Deetram, if you're not in a squadron and you're considering it, we are the Dendarii Free Mercenary Fleet.
Man.
Welcome. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Milly, I've put up. If you look on your galaxy map now, I don't know why it's only showing like 2 of them for me. But right, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, A, C. Right, okay. D. Which squadron? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should have 5 green squadron markers. They're quite a way out. But that's where these trees are. Yeah? If you copy the locations onto your own bookmarks, then you've got them. But they're all in a quite a tight area, but it's a long way out. So you go out in your longest jump ship with a SRV, and then you just do your circuit. It's like a triangle. There's 2 of them in the same system. That's right. It's me being an idiot. I'm looking at it and going, why is there only 2? Yeah, it's because they're in the same system. So there should be 3 though. It's like 3 systems. Sometimes it doesn't show them. Anyway, so you scan the planet, and then you look for a biological, and then you land at the biological, and you just shoot them up and roll over them and pick them up. You'll run out of ammunition, so you need to craft ammunition while you're out there. But that's it. It's not so far out that you really need to take a repair limb picnic. It's not that far out, but it is a bit of a run. But yeah, if you didn't know about those then, Milly.
I knew about I crashed at a condensate, 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. One. I tell you what I do there. I've got a bit of a trick. That the one that's flat actually it doesn't really work very well for me because they're in. When you shoot them, it goes under wreckage and they're hard to get. So I go to the one that's mountainous, but I go to the rack that is closest to the Anaconda. I just roll up to that, shoot it, roll forward, collect it, roll back, and then I come out and go back in again. I don't go running up and down all over the mountain, and I just keep flipping in and out and just roll backwards and forwards and backwards, and it's way quicker. It's way quicker. And you end up using all your fuel running around up and down the mountain. So I do that as a bit of a trick.
I go from one spot to the next till I fill up and then fly to the next material grade that's on the list.
No, that's for the trees.
Yeah, the trees, yeah.
I don't completely
completely
fill up there. I'm talking about the crashed Anaconda site.
Oh yeah, that one's yeah.
Oreo that's why I can't see it because I'm I've selected for the the states because I'm looking for material. Right. Yes. No. Right, there we go. Yeah, the crashed anaconda site at Orrere, Orrere. Yeah, so I just go to the bottom one that's right near the anaconda, and I just shoot it up, roll forward, pick it up, roll back, so I'm in position, and then exit to not right the way out, but to the I exit to the main menu and then come back in again, and then do it all over again, and that's way more efficient than running up and down the mountain. But I found that the second anaconda crash site that's flatter, I found that although it's flatter ground, all of those racks are in awkward places, and I often can't get them. So I actually prefer the more rocky one.
Whoa. Sorry.
What?
Sorry, Miles.
What's the matter, Josky? What exciting thing happened? Do share.
Deetram has a fleet carrier. He's not able to do anything right now in game. Is also a YouTube content creator, and yeah. So,
well, we whether he joins us in the squadron or not, we can send him a friend request. Let's have a.
Yep.
What's his in-game?
Deetram, if you're still there, you could send us your in-game commander, and we would send you a friend request to assist in joining Wing later.
Well, if he's got a microphone, he should come and have a chat with us.
All right. A lot going on.
That's good. It's always nice to meet people. Everybody's got something to contribute. Everybody's got something to contribute.
You tell the wife that.
I don't tell my wife anything.
Why don't you? You already know.
What's that? What do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Nothing you haven't already told her twice.
Oh, you're a brave man.
Yeah, it's all right. She's in bed. My long-haired general.
And the Ministry of War.
She's a good girl. Ooh, little chit-chat. Little house lizard just ran underneath the counter when I came in. When I first got here, I thought they were all right because I thought, oh well, they'll be eating spiders and flies and that, so that's cool. But they leave droppings like parrot droppings, and they stick them to the wall. So I'll chase them out of the house. Chee-chats, Malaysian house gecko. If you chase them, if they get frightened, they drop the tail on the floor. They stick it to the floor, so it's pointing up, and it wriggles. And then they grow another tail.
Like a gecko, is that what it is? Like a
gecko? It's a Malaysian house gecko. And if they're really frightened, they'll just drop the tail. But they like stick it to the floor. And it's like pointing up like a finger, and it wriggles. So obviously a predator will go, okay, I'll have this meal, and they can get away, and then they can grow the tail back. But you see them, you can tell they've had the tail come off because it's a slightly different colour, and it doesn't quite look right. Yeah, so they grow a tail back. But for little fellas, they're quite noisy. That's why they call them chee-chat. I don't think that's quite what they sound like, but it's supposed to be the noise they make when they're mating. So that locally they're called chee-chats. Now, as a new member, Millie, you can pick a squadron event, and we'll all go and do it as a wing for a weekend. There's no great rush. We've done one this month, so we can wait a while. But what we did the first time, Josky wanted to go and have a look at the Thargoid land base thing, and you go in and you get a star map come up, and we went and did that. And then we took the next time we took Steve to a Guardian site to get him what he needed for the Guardian frameshift drive booster, and I think we also got him enough for the Guardian shield booster. And then I did one last week, although it was a bit of a failure. I reckoned it and it worked. I found where 2 capital ships, both Federation and Empire, would spawn. But Josky and I went there. I hope it wasn't because we were in a wing. But yeah, we couldn't get them to spawn.
Yeah.
But if you have any ideas for a squadron event, then we'll go and do it. I mean, it could be anything. Either trading as a mission or mining as a mission.
Yep.
Or just tearing up a combat zone as a wing.
We went and looked for.
I believe we should all learn how to fight properly, go into conflict zones and kick shit out of ships. And that way you're going to get 2 things. You're going to get experience. So don't forget, if you get it, you might go into trouble down there. It's like, not being safe, we must say these foreigners, some foreigners, especially the French, I think the world in the world. But anyway, they go down there, some of them, and they want to just take over. If you're on the road, they'll just attack you. But once you can defend yourself, or defend yourself in a squad, it's better, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I'm going to launch. I'm going to do one more thing, and then I'll have my mech material completely topped up.
Wow. That's a huge accomplishment, being completely topped off in materials.
Well, I say completely. I mean, you know my numbers. Grade 5, 60. Grade 4, 100.
Yeah.
Grade, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Grade 1, 250. And then it gives me a bit of wiggle room for if I do decide to collect material in combat, that I've got room for it.
And if
telling me you've got grade 5, or grade 5 at 60%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I like to be prepared. If I when I buy a ship, I want to be able to just completely engineer it with absolutely anything without being remotely worried.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy that runs the site, this Brennan, like, he's been ringing you up, can you have some fuck in the back? He wants. That's terrible, man. I could never do that. Fucking.
Well, it's easy at these places. You just camp there and just rotate through. You can get from nothing to 100 in half an hour at the top, and then that filters down.
The trees.
The whole line. It's when you're cross trading that it gets slow.
Well done, that man.
And then you just go to the Jameson crash site and cross trade the data, and then you go to the trees. I only ever go once when I do it. I've always got a fair bit. And then I just go once, get everything. I down trade everything so that my grade 5s are 0, or well, until I'm happy that I've got everything. And then I just go out to the trees, get them all to 100, and then that will be enough to get the odd bits that I didn't have in cross trading and down trading, and then there.
Yep.
I was seeing what I've got, like, but I couldn't do a full ship.
Oh,
Yeah. Or you know, or you take some time out and you go get what you need, right? Use INARA to do the recipes and chip away at it for a week or so, and then you're ready to go engineer.
Yeah, I like to be prepared. If I
Yeah.
buy a ship, I could do the whole thing. Boom.
I'm gonna try to be prepared. I'm working on it. I'm working on high grades right now.
You could be all squadron ships, couldn't you, when you think about it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you should be able to share within the squadron. You know, I should
Mhm.
be able to. I said to Steve, you know, it's a shame I can't just eject, but it's not cargo, so
Yeah.
you can't just go. Yeah, have some of mine. But I was teaching him how to gather material, so I took him to DevSoap, and I said, right, don't hate me because you didn't need to know about that. But now I'll show you this high grade emissions. And I went, okay. And I took him out to Jameson's crash site. I didn't do any roll with him. He didn't get that far. That was enough to get him his FSD engineered.
But you know, that is really, I was very, very impressed with that. Yeah, very, very impressed.
Yeah, I looked at if he just does one video and he says the most efficient way for all materials, and he just goes through all of them. But I'm frying my ship. But whenever I've seen anybody do a video on INARA, the Anaconda crash site, they've always gone, yeah, drive all the way around the 3 crates and then flip. And I'm like, and I sort of timed it, and I went, no, it's less frustrating, and it's quicker, and it's easier.
That's
Just go
for
to that bottom.
that's for the selenium, right?
Yeah.
Or you go out to the trees,
I mean,
fill up, and then
if you
trade
just want-
over to selenium, and then go back.
Yeah.
That
But if you're
works.
just short of a little bit, you know, you could just go there, just do a few rocks back and forwards there, fill up that one there, and then cross trading. You've got enough.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't fancy doing the whole long range out to the trees.
Yeah.
To the trees.
Well, it's actually it's only 30 jumps if you've got 50 light year. It's 1,500 light years out. It's not too bad.
But I've not done it in my Anaconda yet, but I should imagine that will be a lot easier. I mean, I first went to do the Robigo missions in a Python with 0 engineering. It was like 26 jumps out.
Yeah.
26
You know,
jumps to get out there.
You know what amazes me about this, like you William, I'm not going to you, Josh. It's like you've been in this game a while, you've done all these good things, and yet you haven't set nothing up. I'm very, very surprised. You know, like you've been like the first there, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I've just. I tell you why, Milly, is that the whole playing with other people thing is completely new to me.
Same
so
here.
I've always done single player. And then I came into this. Now, I did look at videos, mainly because I didn't find the game remotely intuitive. In fact, I went to do the Robigo one, actually, as a case in point. And that you got the navigation thing to the tourist beacon, and I landed there, and I'm looking at the beacon, and nothing's happening. And I'm flying as close to it as I can get, and I'm scanning, and because I never selected the beacon. I didn't. None of the videos out, nothing out there told me I had to actually target that. Actually, in the when I'd come out of Super Cruise, I thought I had targeted it. I had the yellow ring that said. So I failed the mission. I had to take all the passengers back, and it was obviously my first one, reputational damage. And I looked up a YouTube video to see how it was done. So now, in fact, Josky and I have different gameplay styles now, because if ever I do anything, I always go look it up on the YouTube video, and I'll often go and recce it as well, manually, because that's my army background, to recce something. Whereas Josky, he likes to discover things as he goes along. So
I'll look a little
nobody's
bit.
wrong.
I've done my share of YouTube watching how to do stuff, and I've I don't want to watch it so much that it will take away the immersive effects of actually doing it, going out and doing
Yeah.
it. So I'm careful.
Yeah, I can
I'm
appreciate
very
that.
careful. I'll drink the Kool-Aid, but I won't indulge.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I can, although I don't do it that way, I can see, I completely see it, that I'd watched the video, I knew what to expect, whereas you got to experience it, if you know what I mean. So, no, I do completely get it. But the military guy in me is get as much information as you can. And but yeah, to go back to what you were saying, Millie, yeah, I didn't do any engineering. I got all the way to Anaconda before I engineered anything, and then I went and I got my Federal and Empire rank as well, and the Corvette, and I went, oh. I saw a few videos on engineering, and they were the old ones where you had to roll the dice every single time. And I was like, oh, that looks a bit grim.
Those it is.
So I didn't do it. And I thought, I better have a go. And then it's a lot better now, isn't it? That you never lose anything. You might only move a little bit, but at least it never goes backwards. So yeah, that's when I started doing that. As I say, I got to the end of my tether with the game. Never really played in open, and then I met Steve. So I'm very grateful to Steve. He got me on his Discord.
Wow, we're both new to open.
And then
1 second there before I go. It's going to go for tea. We've been a pleasure talking to you two guys, and I hope to see you later on, lad. Take it easy.
yeah, we'll
yeah.
do stuff together.
Nice
It's
to
my time as well. So
real good to meet up with you, Millie.
Millie. Yeah, welcome to the squadron, and
welcome to the squadron.
Good things ahead.
Oh, 07.
You there, Millie?
07.
Or you already gone? I guess he's already gone. Yeah, Josky. So that's okay. That's good. So we seem to have got a new valuable member of the squadron.
Yeah.
Josky?
Yeah.
So
I'm there.
We've got a new valuable member of the squadron.
Yep.
And we've got a target to move forward to in having a player faction. Now, when he was talking to me the other day, I didn't mention it because he was sort of going both ways. He was talking to us. He's that WT is White Templars, so he's part of a player faction that sort of died off. So they've already got a few systems. So he was sort of saying, "Oh, why don't you come to us?" And I said, "Well, I'll put it to the guys an honest representation. But to be quite honest, our squadron's fairly new, and we do want to get there, but for ourselves."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I will tell the guys, and if they want to jump squadron, then that's up to them. Or maybe will. And he was like, "Oh, maybe you could take over this White Templar." And I said, "Well, who's the squadron commander? Because you've got to contact him for him to hand it over."
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it'd be nice if we took over a going concern. But if they've sort of fallen out of use, they've fallen out of use. Like, I mean, I would prefer to be Mal's Focus Egan, and it makes me look quite pretentious having 3 names. And I prefer that we were the Dendarii free mercenaries, but somebody else has already got it. Now that squadron isn't active; it's only got 2 or 3 members.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way to contact them. I've sent a friend request to the guy. I got his details,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent him a friend request, but they're never on. I don't know whether Frontier cleans out dead squadrons every now and again, but I suspect maybe they quite like the look of it being, oh, look at all these squadrons, but in fact a lot of them are dead.
Oh, I see. Shells.
In fact, on that video I was looking at one of the 3 that Down to Earth Astronomy did. He said, "Oh, there's a player faction in there," but looking at it, he could tell that it was dead.
Oh,
That there was no activity. It was just a ghost.
I see.
So, because he was saying, "Oh, he said if we got to 70%, and it would give us a new, put us into another system, a presence in another system, it would go into one that had less than 6 factions in it." He said, if we want the one that's closest, and that might not be a good move. You know, it might get you into contention with other bigger players. So he said,
True.
this one that's closer has got 8 in it, so we need to get rid of 2. And there was a player faction in there. He says, right, that's their home system, so you can't kick them out. That is theirs. But it appeared that they were dead, and then they went another 4 were NPC factions, but it was their home system, so they weren't moving either. So there were like two that weren't their home system. So he said, "Oh, one's low. You can get them to get kicked out, and then work on this other guy, get them kicked out, then get up to 70%, and then that will be the closest system available, and you'll get in there." But I was looking at it, and my eyes were glazing over. But Milly says, no, it's not as difficult as it looks. I mean, if you were very simplistic about it, you would just do missions for your own faction. And then if you came into conflict with others, you just take it on the chin.
Well, so you can get a faction mission. That's cool. Faction wing missions, probably. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, everything.
That's awesome.
Do you know when you go into a station? And you go to the mission board.
Yep.
Well, Dendarii Free Mercenary Fleet will be one of those lines.
Wow, that's awesome.
On and we always pick our own thing, and then that increases our influence until we take over the station.
That's great.
It's our station. So that's how it works. But
can't wait. That's going to be nice.
But when I was watching the video, it's like, oh, this will send you into war with that faction, and if they're at war, then you can't do this. And I'm like, oh my word.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to log into this high grade one more time before I get going.
Yeah, I'm just finishing off. When I get this to 100, I'll go and balance out, and then that'll be completely solid.
I'm glad I woke up when I did. I didn't even have the alarm on. So I'm glad I woke up when I did, and I said, just do it. Go log in, because I recalled that we had met up with Milly. Yeah, we were doing something. I was watching all of the discussion yesterday on the Discord, and I said, oh, geez, it's going to be a big day tomorrow morning, you know? There's, going to be squadron stuff going on, so...
Well, Steve did have I grabbed Steve and said, oh, Milly's online now, come and chat with him. And then he got him on the Nope server. So at least he had a chat with Steve.
Okay. Really good. Yeah, lots of fun. I see us, we're gaining traction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he says there's another 2 guys that Milly thinks he can bring across.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're at 6 now. So that's 8.
Yep.
Get another 2, and then we can apply for a faction. I don't want to do it with less than 5 active members.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But if he's bringing in if he's actively recruiting guys, then I guess the remnant of this White Templars.
I'm going to be. I feel like I'm going to be playing more Elite Dangerous going forward, because things are gaining traction and there's stuff going on, Really good co-oping, winging, so I really like it.
Yeah, so anybody that is watching your feed, we're friendly guys. We're not being very interested at the minute because we're just material gathering and gassing. But, that improves your game. That if you even if you're doing something that you can only really do by yourself. At least you get to chat to a few people while you're doing it.
Yep.
And then when you go into combat, then it's nice to wing up and go and work as a team.
And it tests your system, anyone's system. It gives it a test. It's like a little trial run, and if you've never co-opted before, I can say that it's a bit of multitasking at first till you get your feet wet. You know, listening to conversation and actually working the game. At least for me. Yeah.
No, I mean I keep trying to land at a station without asking permission.
Yeah.
But at least I'm experienced enough not to panic. Just turn around and leave with my tail between my legs.
Yeah, it's easy to do. Let's see, materials.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit old for it now. I was used to having 2 voices at the same time, one in each ear on the comms. Yeah, trying to. I'm not sure what was worse. You know, when I commanded an ambulance, I only had one radio.
Yeah.
So I had to flick between. So I'd be on the company battle net, and I'd get casualties, and I would have to then flick over to the admin net. Well, the regimental aid post will have moved, so I would have to then. That was the REME chat line, the Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers.
Mm-hmm.
They just transmit non-stop, trying to get equipment and parts and stuff. So you'd have to try and dive in the minute somebody paused for a second and ask for the new location of the regimental aid post. And in that days, it wasn't secure information. So you had to get the location in battle code. And then you had to crack it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And then go and find them. Yeah, so that was a bit of fun. I had a no-duff cold casualty that I had to deal with and evacuate. And I got back to the exercise area and it had been carnage. Just vehicles everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what the hell happened here? And I went, oh, this armoured vehicle got in behind us and he just killed us all. And then, so everybody was dead. And then I took one guy to the aid post and this medic came out. Are you 4 company? And he gave me an absolute grilling. Guys are dead because of you. And I went, yeah, I had a no-duff cold casualty. I had to extract him. Get him out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was on the way out. He nearly died. But we got him out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure which was better. Whether I had 2 people talking, one in each ear, or to have the flick. And then try and catch up on what was happening. And then the other way around then, I'd have to try and find my way back to the company and they would be fighting and to interrupt and then say, yeah, where are you? I mean, normally I could just go back to where I last was and then follow the debris to where they were.
Wow. Okay. Well, I gotta get going.
Yeah, it's quite
really good.
I've just got the last couple of rotations on this, and then I'm done. I'm topped up.
Okay. Oh wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's an undertaking. Yeah, that's a achievement. That's not easily.
I really ran it down with doing the 4 engineers and doing that blunderbuss. So yeah, I got quite low. But normally it's just a case of once you've got it there, Josky, you just topping it up. But
yeah.
It's just nice to know that it doesn't matter what it is, you can just do it and not worry about it.
Yeah, you need a weapon. We say, we need this certain Upgrade on a multi-cannon. Okay, well, I'll go get it in 10 minutes. I'll go get it
Yeah, I
and
don't
ready to
need to
go.
worry.
Yeah. hmm
I can do a whole ship I can just buy a ship and then completely get it to exactly where I want it.
Oh, wow, that's nice. I'm pretty good on the. So yeah, I've learned. I'm nearly to 100 on a lot of these grade 5 materials. So I'm just ready in the next couple days to go in and trade over. Like you said, 200, 150, 100. And
I normally go straight back because
okay.
otherwise you go and do your next one and you get
Mhm.
there and it's stuff you've already got and you wasted all the time going there.
Okay.
So I will generally not do more than 2 in a go, 2 in a loop. It's generally
Okay.
easier just to jump straight back. So I would only do 2 if I was having to get away. So I had to get away to go to Empire location, and I went down and I found
Okay.
one in War State, so that was good.
I
So
see.
I got
Okay. Okay, so you
in
fill up those other rows that are more common or what you've been
yeah
doing, and then it's like, okay, I've got this one bracket to fill up, and that material's found in, let's say, Empire. So you go
yeah.
Empire, boom, I see. Or
So
combat, whatever, yeah.
I had 3 that I hadn't got
Okay.
that were I had to be in alliance or independent. So like that was 2 jumps away.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. No space
Interesting.
material.
Okay.
So luckily, I found one that was in. I realised it isn't the state of the system; it's the state. You know, when you're aiming at it and you're flying towards it, and
It's
it
the
says what
faction.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that said war, and I went, oh great! I bet I'm going to get one of those 3 that's been difficult, and sure enough, it was.
Okay.
So I only then had to top up the 2 that were difficult.
Oh,
Right,
that's
I'm flying
good.
back to
Okay.
To Weberg, and I'm sorted.
Well,
I think I'm done.
I'll keep watching Discord, but I'll be out of game now for about 24 hours, 22 hours. So, lots of fun today. Really good. Very exciting. Very exciting. I'm loads of fun. Lots of excitement. Thank you.
It's good.
Okay, everyone. We are the Dendarii Free Mercenary Fleet. Find us on INARA. Connect with us on Discord. Links are in the description. This is Commander Miles Naismith Vorkosigan. I'm Commander Josky. And thank you for watching Elite Dangerous Gravitate. Have a great day, stay safe, and 07.